Alissa and I'm giving my persuasive speech. Elaine was on a mission to save her life. Kitchen staff was on hand providing creature comforts while kidney transplants were being arranged. One night, while she was watching TV, the chef turned off the lights and urged everyone to leave. Then 10 policemen stormed in. We were too stunned to react, says the husband, Leonidas, a former fisherman who borrowed money to afford this trip. Guests were hauled off for questioning. Georgian Hospital turned out was the hub of a thriving black market in kidney sales. This story was told by Elena Dagaski. In this case, these chefs were surgeons, and the kitchen was the operating room. Every day, 16 people died waiting for an organ. Imagine if this were you, waiting, not knowing when and if. The need for organs is high, and the donation is encouraged. Being paid is unethical because of the dangers and the negatives that come from it. We need to understand the need for organs, the dangers of paying people, and the positives of donating. Now on for the need of organs. 87,306 are on the waiting list. 4,100 are added each month. 70 people receive an organ every day, and 16 will die. USA Today is who states this. I got this from this slide here. The wait for an organ is on an average of 5 months, and I got this from womenshealth.gov. Out of 25,000 people, only 5,000 people will actually donate. 10,000 to 14,000 people who die each year meet the criteria for organ donation, but only half of them will actually donate. This just shows how many people are unwilling to donate their organs, and what else are the organs are going to be used for. Living without a kidney is harsh. We are born with 2 of these internal filters located below the rib cage on each side to remove waste and excess water from the blood. Patients with kidney failure can die within days from the buildup of toxins. To avoid this outcome, modern medicine offers dialysis, a process in which the bloodstream is cleansed at least 3 times a week by pumping through external or internal filters. And I got this from ebcos.com. So the more organs that there are, and the less people have to go through this painful process. The dangers of paying people to donate. Jeremy Chapman from the Center of Transplants in Sydney argues that relatives would start to demand money for their loved ones' organs after death. Selling organs may put the amount of organs up there, but fewer will be distributed because the cost will be higher. Also, families that are poor would begin to start to sell organs because of the profit. Finally, there is no guarantee that persons really will be able to live with just one organ. The disease or injury later could be fatal for a donor. This is more likely with the poor because of their living conditions, their lifestyles, and their behaviors. This was stated by Austin Klein. These 6 men in this picture were sent to jail for kidney trade. This was put out by the Pakistan Daily Times. This needs to stop. Who knows who did these surgeries and if these men are even going to live. And finally, the poor, or the people in need of money, may find any way to sell their organs if that means their children, and putting their children at future risk for failure. This chart here, this purple line shows transplants from deceased donors, and this blue line or lighter line shows transplants from living donors, and just shows that there's a fourth of living donors actually donating their organs, and the rest are coming from people that are passing away. The positives of being a donor voluntarily. Live donors, if not known, is someone who gives up an organ not needed for everyday life so someone else can live. The donor's insurance usually pays for it, and if they don't, there's also grants and services that help pay for it, so you barely have a cost. Your surgeon only puts restrictions on you for 2 to 3 weeks, and then you're back to work, and this is stated by University of Maryland. The obvious benefits of donation are that a person dying has a chance to live, and that if you donate after death, many people can prosper from all your organs. It is so easy to become a donor. Tell anyone when renewing your license, and you can talk to your donor about getting a donor card if you're willing to give up an organ. This is what your donor card would look like if you ask your doctor. And I also have a little clip for you. Many of you have probably seen this on TV. It is an ad. This is put out by Donate Life, as you can see. So now you can see why paying people for their organs can be horrible. Things like more deaths and decrease in people receiving organs and threatening the lives of others. The need for organs is high, and being an organ donor can only hurt, or help, not hurt. The death of people waiting is increasing, so donate. Because the prices for organs will begin to increase, and soon no one will be able to afford. In cases like Elaine at the beginning, this will always be occurring and will be impossible to demolish. But with efforts from you, we can focus on helping the people needing organs and bringing the prices down by not letting it get legalized and by donating. Thank you.